Hello, and welcome to RuPaul's Drag Race Rejudged, where today I will be taking a look at US Season 8 if Bob the Drag Queen did not participate. Let's go! Episode 1 is the Design Challenge. First up, Acid Betty. Acid Betty did a very strong job here. I think this is a very good look. My only critique for her, and this is what will keep her from the win, is that her look is incredibly similar to all the looks from the original Moneyball. She didn't really put her own spin on it. Still a very good job though. Derek Barry did not have the best look here, but she definitely put her own spin on it, and it is a well executed look. I would have loved a bit more detail on a couple parts of it, but it is still a very good job. Next is Kim Chi, who easily did the best job here. She was very much able to put her own spin on it. It is not like anything we've seen previously in this category. It is also constructed very well. This is a very good job. Now for the bottom looks, Naomi Smalls did a very meh job here. Naomi definitely had one of the harder jobs of the cast. This is not an easy challenge. Unfortunately for Naomi, she just wasn't really able to rise to the occasion. Even her dress underneath is still a bit basic. Robbie Turner, this is just awful. I mean, no offense to Robbie, I'm sure the recovery from the Uber accident has not been easy for her. This is just terrible. Naysha Lopez had a very good concept, and she had very good makeup and hair. The look itself just didn't really pan out. It just felt a little bit thrown together, if that makes sense. For the judging of this challenge, the top 3 are going to be Kim Chi, Acid Betty, and Derek Barry. For the win though, I'm gonna go with Kim Chi. She had a very difficult job working with hair, but she definitely made it work for her. It was just an all-around good performance. For the bottom 3, we have Naomi, Robbie, and Naysha. While Naomi's final product was not good, she did have the hardest job of anyone in the cast, so I do have to factor that in. With that in consideration, Naomi is low with Robbie and Naysha in the bottom 2. Robbie and Naysha lip sync to Applause. I don't really know how this would pan out since neither one of them was particularly good at lip syncing this season. I just can't see Naysha winning this. Robbie wins and Naysha is eliminated. Next is episode 2, which is the Rusical. Bob was safe this week, so once again there isn't really any change. Chi Chi, Acid, and Thorgy are the clear best 3 here and are the top 3. Ultimately for the win though, I'm going with Chi Chi. She had a great performance and was really able to rise to the occasion as team leader. This was definitely Chi Chi's week, and I'm really glad she got the win. The bottom 3 is going to stay exactly the same. Kim Chi is going to be low with Dax and Layla in the bottom 2. Dax and Layla lip sync to I Will Survive, and ironically, neither one of them survives. It is a terrible, terrible lip sync. They are both eliminated, and as a result of that, Naysha returns to the competition. Episode 3 is the New Wave Girl Groups Challenge, and this is a pretty easy one to judge. In this timeline, Cynthia is going to take Bob's place on her team. With that in mind, the team of Cynthia, Acid, and Thorgy is going to be safe. The top team of the week is the team of Robbie, Kim Chi, and Naomi, with the win going to Robbie to celebrate her fake birthday. The losing team is the team of Derek, Chi Chi, and Naysha. Of these 3, I think Derek definitely did the best job on the runway and in the challenge. Derek is going to be low with Chi Chi and Naysha in the bottom 2. Chi Chi and Naysha are going to lip sync to Call Me. It is an absolute bloodbath. Chi Chi wins and Naysha is re-eliminated. Episode 4 is the acting challenge, and since Bob is not here, Thorgy becomes the clear winner. Joining Thorgy in the top, we have Acid and Chi Chi. They both did really nice jobs. The bottom 3 is going to stay exactly the same with Derek, Robbie, and Cynthia. Derek was just kinda weak overall. Robbie messed up her lines. Cynthia was just an incredibly entertaining mess. Robbie and Cynthia are the bottom 2. They lip sync to Mesmerize. Robbie chooses Wheels and sends Cynthia home. Episode 5 is going to be Snatch Game, and this one is going to be pretty difficult. Derek and Thorgy are the clear best 2 here, but for the win, I don't know how it would go down. This is a win that could definitely go either way, but personally, based off runways and performances, Derek is going to get the win for me. There is a reason that Derek Barry is a Britney Spears impersonator. The bottom 3 is going to stay the same. Robbie, Naomi, and Acid. The low placement is going to go to Robbie. Robbie. While her snatch game was not good, she was the best of the three, and she had the excuse that she messed up her voice allegedly in the girl groups challenge. Robbie is low with Naomi and Acid in the bottom. Acid and Naomi lip synced, causing a commotion. Naomi wins and eliminates Acid. Episode 6 is the makeover. Kimchi, Naomi, and Thorgy all did really nice jobs here. They are the clear top 3. Thorgy and Kim are a bit more on the basic side. Naomi was the clear best in this challenge. Everything she did worked so well. Next are the bottom looks. First up is Chi Chi DeVayne. I think her look is a bit more on the basic side. It is hot glued. In terms of the actual challenge though, that could kind of mesh with Dorothy. Derek and Robbie's looks are just bad. Derek's look gets a lot of the focus here for how bad it was, but it is often glossed over how badly Robbie did here. They are the clear worst two. For the actual judging, to no one's surprise, Naomi gets the win with Kimchi and Thorgy is high. The bottom 3 are Chi Chi, Derek, and Robbie. Chi Chi is going to be low with Derek and Robbie in the bottom 2. Derek and Robbie are going to lip sync to I Love It. It is a terrible lip sync, very underwhelming, especially considering that Derek was a part of it. Ultimately though, Robbie is going to take off her wig and pretty much seal her own fate. Episode 7 is the political ad challenge. I think Derek is now the clear winner here since Bob is gone. This challenge is going to be judged individually since we're at top 5. Naomi is high with a bottom 3 of Thorgy, Chi-Chi, and Kim. I think you could make a pretty solid argument for any of these queens being in the bottom. Of these 3, Thorgy was the best in the challenge but worst on the runway. Chi-Chi was second in the challenge and middle of the road on the runway, and then Kimchi was the best on the runway but worst in the challenge. With all of that in mind, Thorgy is low. Chi-Chi and Kim are in the bottom 2. They lip sync to I'm Telling You I'm Not Going. While Kim could honestly kind of put up a fight here, I've seen her do this song on YouTube. She can do it well. There is just no beating Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi wins and Kim is eliminated. Episode 8 is the ball. I think Chi-Chi and Naomi both did really nice jobs. Naomi had a really cohesive aesthetic throughout all 3 of her looks. Chi-Chi just had an all-around great night, one of her strongest nights in the competition. Her final dress was beautiful. It is the first shoot ever. That is very impressive considering where she started in terms of runways. For the bottom looks, we have Derek and Thorgy. Thorgy, I don't really know how she would do, but factoring in her struggles throughout the competition and her previous looks, it would be an okay look, just a bit on the basic side, which sadly for Thorgy is not going to stack up to Chi-Chi or Naomi. The other bottom queen is Derek. Derek put a lot of work into this outfit, just not in the right places. She looked like a hot mess and it just didn't really pan out for her yet again. Derek struggled a lot through this competition and this was unfortunately not an exception. For the actual judging, Chi-Chi is going to get her second win with Naomi is high. The bottom 2 are Derek and Thorgy and they are lip syncing to Mighty Real. This is a song that could definitely go either way. Factoring in Thorgy and Derek's lip sync skills and performances throughout the season, Derek wins and Thorgy is eliminated in 4th place. In terms of track record, Naomi is in 1st place with a score of 3.25, 1 win and 1 bottom. Chi-Chi is in 2nd place with a score of 3.13, 2 wins and 2 bottoms, and Derek is in 3rd place with a score of 2.88, 2 wins and 2 bottoms. Episode 9 is going to be the finale. I don't really know how it would play out since Chi-Chi and Derek were not finalists. That said, factoring in Chi-Chi and Derek's performing skills that we've seen outside of this finale, they would both do really nice jobs. Derek is a very strong performer. We saw Naomi do legs, it was iconic and incredible. As for Chi-Chi, she is one of the greatest lip syncers to ever walk the earth. I think she would pull off an incredible performance, and no one is going home. The time has come to crown our winner, and I'm going with Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi had an incredible growth arc throughout the season, and I think her getting a crown would definitely be the cherry on top to that. In addition to storyline, Chi-Chi would also steamroll the fan vote. She would have the best finale performance, at least in this timeline. And then personally, I just really enjoyed her performance this season. Chi-Chi was an incredibly talented drag queen, and I strongly believe that if Bob was not there, Chi-Chi would win the season. Thank you so much if you have made it this far, I really appreciate it. Since you're here though, is there anything you want to see out of my channel going into 2024? If so, let me know in the comments, but for now, goodbye. Hey, it's Drag Race Rejudged. Do you want gay shit? Well then check out the RuPaul's Drag Race Rejudged YouTube channel and hit subscribe.